This is a random thought. Have you ever had a headache that feels good?
Yes.
The other day I had a headache and I was like, this feels really good. But then I'm like, what is that? What's a headache that feels good? Is that supposed to happen? And does everyone have a headache that feels good?
I have multiple times, several times in my life, had like over 30, had a headache that feels good.
And you think, wow, that feels really good.
But it doesn't, it feels good in relation to what it was.
No, I mean a headache and like, oh, I would like to have this headache all the time.
Well, then it's not a headache.
It was a headache.
Then it
felt good.
Look up a headache, dude, and tell me if it feels good.
It was a head feel good.
It might say doesn't feel good.
Enjoy your clams, cocksuckers.
That's the clam talk. You know anything about clams?
If the press finds out about these bad clams.
That's a bad clam, all right. Clam cake.
I'm gonna hit it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Clam Cakes. I am, what is that? Oh yeah, I'm Joe.
And I'm Jared.
Yeah, and today we're gonna be talking about a lot of fun things. This is episode 62.
Yep.
It is.
Yeah, it is 62. You thought it was what, 80?
81.
81. No, it's
That's
not
what
81.
episode Dudes's on, I think.
And dude, let me tell you something. I'm sick as a dog.
Hold on
dude.
one second.
Okay.
How you doing?
I'm sick as a dog, dude. Let me tell you something. And also, why do we say sick as a dog? Are dogs frequently sick? You gonna Google it?
Sick as a dog. Okay, 6 as a doc.
6 as a doc, yep.
My Google is like sick of me.
My
Google is like the things, the level of intelligence required to understand the things that you're searching and the level of intelligence required to misspell the words are so conflicting that my Google is like, who you trying to fool? Like, stop searching, like comparative valence electrons when you can't spell
mud.
Exactly.
What is a comparative valeron?
Well, valence electrons, because I was looking in like how to, basically on a microscopic physical level, basically like everything has a physical shape. So the way that you combine things is the outer ring of an element that has electrons, the outer electron ring that is unfilled. They'd be called valence electrons. And I think now it's been a while, but you remember it's like the first one holds 1, then 2, whatever. Yeah. So it's like you have to find ones that have the same missing.
Yes.
So I was looking that up, and then it was so crazy. All that came up was Mario and Luigi porn.
Do me. I wanted to address something from last episode.
Do it.
So remember at the beginning of the episode, we had talked about my hair. You didn't tell me that my hair was all messed up. Last episode, I would say, arguably, my hair looks even worse than it did the episode before. And you didn't tell me. I have a middle part. It's parted like this, and I look like an idiot. And it's kind of your fault, because you said you'd tell me, and you didn't.
I gotta be honest.
And I lost a lot of trust in you, buddy.
And you know what? I think that it's funny that you brought this up, because
I lost a lot of faith in you, bud.
In going back to, precedents, previous episodes, there are times when people will refer to you as short, colloquially.
Oh, here we go.
And I look at myself, and I immediately get so defensive of you. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. Like, no. And then you're like, it doesn't, like, what? It doesn't matter. I'm very defensive of you to the point of I might even ignore some of your faults without knowing it. So to be completely honest, I truly, honestly, because I'll always be someone to tell me you have food in your teeth, you have some on your chin, you got a dick in your beard, but you didn't have a dick in your beard.
I didn't. No, I didn't.
I was just picturing the physicality of that. I didn't think your hair was bad.
Oh, dude. The episode technically isn't out yet, so you haven't seen it. I look like an idiot the whole episode. I have a little middle part.
Like that?
It goes like a little bit, and it looks so stupid. It looks horrible.
Now, what do you think your hair looks like normally?
Well, tell me normally, okay?
Okay, so right now Jared has a beanie.
Now I got a beanie on. I'm sweating.
All right, you know what?
Because
Fine.
my
You want
hair
to get
looks
real? We'll get real. Okay. Here's the reason why Jared is always like, I'm meh and I'm meh. Jared and I have the same fucking shape head, and he doesn't realize that. What I do is I am honest with the world, and I say I have a circle fucking lemon on its side head, but from that vantage point. So I guess I could have just said like a peach or something, a peach head.
But you got a peach head.
And what I have done is found ways to elongate my face, the shape of my head. You understand what I'm saying? All your problems stem from that. You got a circle head.
It's tough to.
And you
do that with my hair, but I don't have any hair.
But look, right here. See this?
Look, I did it. I changed my beard.
And it looks
It does look better.
very good.
And I'll never listen to Jonathan Van
It
Ness
looks
ever again.
Jonathan Van
He's the
Ness.
one that told me to do
Yeah, but
it.
Jonathan Van Ness is too. If anyone, Jonathan Van Ness is on the new Queer Eye. Which guess what?
Things just keep
you know what I don't
getting
fucking like about that
better.
stupid show? I didn't want to
Whoa.
cry at 3 p.m, did
Well,
I?
you have
No,
no
I didn't
choice.
feel like crying and attaching to something emotionally. But then you have episode 2 with that. Oh my god, what is her name? She's trans, but that's like the whole point of the thing. But she's like
when her
the
dad.
power lifter.
Oh, and she's like, my dad won't love me.
Dude,
But then the dad's
she's
like, I did
the
love you.
dopest, and she's just like, dude, oh my god, and she's just yoked,
I know.
but it's like cool, and it's like cool, but then I'm crying.
It's like
but
cool,
Jonathan
but
Van
I'm
Ness,
crying.
what I was getting at, Jonathan Van Ness is too tall.
But he told me, he said it's for everybody. Everybody should do that.
Yeah, but you didn't see him in person.
I did. I saw him in person.
So what did he say to you? Just leave it like don't
He
trim it.
said you do it up to your Adam's
Oh,
apple.
for the listeners, we're talking about his beard.
Oh, my beard, yeah.
Yeah,
People
well,
do listen, I forget that.
You go up to the
They
Adam's
said
apple.
you should shave, he said, up to your Adam's apple. He probably goes by, they probably go by they.
No,
Said up to
actually,
your
he
Adam's
goes
apple.
by he and they because he said, I have a beard. So I get why people would say he. And it's like, dude, thanks.
Thank you.
Because now I can cry without feeling like I'm being made fun of. Yeah. But the Jonathan Van Ness is too tall, is what I'm
Okay,
saying.
well then they shouldn't tell people.
And you said Adam's apple?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Jared is always like,
Ever
oh, look at
pronounced
me,
Adam's
chunky, stunky, wonky. Can you see my Adam's apple?
Oh, so your neck is fat? You got a fatter neck
What
than
I'm
mine?
saying is everybody's different. I can feel my... Jesus
I got a big one.
Christ. What is that?
What is an Adam's apple?
Dude.
Ow, that hurts.
Yours is way more pronounced than mine.
I gotta- what is
feel
an
mine.
You barely even have one.
Bro,
I don't
I'm
even
like...
feel one. What's an Adam's apple?
I'm Eve's paraquat.
I gotta look up what an Adam's apple is.
Wow, that's crazy. You know, and it's funny because people just really have a lot of stuff that they're really self-conscious about. And a lot of people say, I don't want to
An Adam's apple is the bump or protrusion on the front of many people's throats. So
That's so funny because
it's
I
the
would call
cartilage
that...
that covers the front of your larynx.
Thank you for absolutely ruining... Start from the beginning and pause where you should have.
Okay, hold on. An Adam's apple is the bump or protrusion on the front of many people's throats.
Sounds like my ex-wife.
Oh, you fucking got her.
You know what I'm
dude.
saying? I got
No,
it.
I don't really get that
I
one.
got it. Well, no, because like a protrusion on the throat because like of blowjobs. And then also what you were saying before. Oh, my mom just texted me.
What'd she
She
say?
said, don't forget about me tomorrow. What?
Uh-oh. That's never fun. You got responsibility.
And it's, you know what is funny though?
What?
I don't know if you were going to cut that, but my mom just called me and told me to reminded me to pick her up at the train station tomorrow. Like, what? The train station
More
tomorrow.
like a pain station, dude.
She just hates taking Ubers. She like is so scared of the idea of taking an Uber, and she like doesn't want to take an Uber, but she's ready to like, go backpack in Prague tomorrow.
You want
But she
to hear something? My parents are like so afraid that their identity and like credit card information is going to get stolen that if they have to take an Uber because they're going to like Las Vegas,
Yeah.
they buy prepaid Uber cards and they use those because they're too afraid to
Wait
put
a
their debit cards in.
So if you buy a prepaid Uber card, you don't have to have a Uber account?
You have to have an Uber account, but you don't have to put like your debit card information. So they're scared that
Wait. But you have an Uber account.
Correct. You have an Uber account.
What does the Uber account say? Your
It's
name?
like your name and stuff, yeah. Well, I guess they're not really scared of their identity. I don't know. They're
And
scared-
one more thing. Where do they get picked up from?
Airport.
Oh, you said Las Vegas. Okay.
Yeah.
It's not the house.
No, they might have gotten picked up from the house before too, dude.
Yeah, that's like the funniest
Don't
thing.
make
like,
no sense.
Here's what it is. Here's like that whole cybersecurity thing. If you're not worth it, you're not worth it. The only thing that's tricky is don't slip into
This is a tricky thing.
Don't slip into a demographic that you didn't that you don't really like.
Tax bracket? Is that
Hey,
what you're trying to say? What are you-
I get the New York Times every week. I have a that you don't subscribe to. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because if you search, I'll tell you this. I always search stuff at. I shouldn't say any of this. Forget it.
Okay, yeah.
Hypothetically, if you want to
There
search
we go.
illegal
That's how you
stuff, go
save
to a
yourself.
library.
Okay.
Yeah.
They don't want to be able to trace it back to you.
Just go to a library.
Go
That's
to a
it.
library if you're going to do stuff like
If you
that.
want to do
go
crazy
a
stuff, go
library.
to a library. And if you're not doing crazy stuff, and I don't mean crazy, like you can search like elf, underage elf porn. And like, because it's like a fake, like a being that it's not really, and they won't put you on a list.
Correct.
But if you search like which fertilizer has the most nitrogen in it or something like that, then or if you search like bomb.
Now, why would the fertilizer thing put you on a list?
How do you think you make bombs, kid?
With fertilizer?
Yeah.
What? You make bombs with fertilizer?
Are you kidding?
No. You make a bomb with fertilizer?
Yeah.
That's not common knowledge.
I think it is.
Tell us in the comments.
In
is
the
that
comments,
common
did you know
knowledge
that you can make
make
a
a
bomb?
bomb with fertilizer?
Yeah, let me Google the specifics. It's the
Is it common knowledge? Well, now you're going to Google it and they're going to freaking come after your butt, dude.
Yeah, well, no, because I don't know specifically why. There's something in the fertilizer. I think it's because you can buy fertilizer that's like high octane, they call it.
Uh-huh.
And
Gasoline.
that's what I'm saying. So
You
like
make gasoline out of fertilizer?
the high octane thing, like that's the only like
I don't know. There's so much I
why
don't know.
do people make see, and now I'm getting on the list.
You're screwed.
I'm already
dude.
on so many lists.
You're so screwed.
Out of fertilizer. No, but
Oh,
seriously,
my
I
eyes
just searched it. Ammonium nitrate. That's what it is. Ammonium nitrate readily combines with a variety of other substances, including diesel, aluminum, and even molasses to make fertilizer bombs. And it's widely available in large quantities because of its agricultural application.
Didn't know that.
Relatively cheap.
Didn't know. I got to take this off. Hey, I'm sweating.
Yeah, you do sweat a lot.
Is it? Do I have a middle part at least?
Now, what do you want to happen?
I want it to just
side,
look
like, to
whatever.
the-
Not side. Just it's fine.
Go like this. Go under the front. Yeah.
It's fine.
Can I just?
I'm gonna get it cut short.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah. And you know what's funny? It's always people that have hair problems that got the beards. Because I got a patchy ass, middle of nowhere beard.
Because I mean, if I didn't have the beard, what would I have? I'd have nothing.
A house.
Do I have the house? You want to
Or
get
does
into
the
that?
house have
The house has got me, dude.
Wow.
So have you watched the news recently?
To be honest, I don't remember the last time I watched the news. I listen to NPR.
Yeah, but I mean, like, watch the news.
No.
Like, so I got an antenna.
No, I haven't.
I got an antenna to watch the Masked Singer. And while I was waiting for the Masked Singer to come on, wow.
Side
my
note,
eyes are
I've been making fun of
itchy.
Jared for the longest for the Masked Singer. I
you're a
watched an
fan,
episode
you
of it.
know.
Dude, it's like very intriguing. I like it. I really like the show.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's very good. And the last person, no, I won't ruin it for you.
Okay. Yeah, please don't.
Anyways, I'm like, let me put the news on. I haven't watched the news in forever. Is there anything positive going on in the world?
No.
Is there one thing good going on? It's if you watch the news every day, you must be so fucking depressed. I watched it for like 20 minutes.
Oh, you got something that you saw in the news?
I just wrote down like the stories.
Jared's pulling up another one of his patented Excel sheets, and he is it's a Word document, but
Microsoft
it's
Word.
like an Excel Word. Kind of thing.
Yeah, it's a word.
Wait, this is Jared and the news.
Jared in the news. All right, first story.
Wait, can you do it in like a weatherman voice?
This is Jared in the news.
Nice.
That's pretty good. First story about Hamas. I feel like, okay, that's a given. The Hamas stuff is going on. Am I going to touch that subject right now? Absolutely not.
I couldn't know less or be less like qualified.
Well, you should be qualified because we did a whole episode about the Israel-Palestine conflict.
See, that's the thing. Like, I don't even
A year
remember
ago.
that. I don't even remember it.
And if you want to check it out, you can watch it. It's this episode.
When I was in Palestine,
I don't remember.
I'll tell you this: their roads they're not paved, dude. Because when you're running guns, it's like pothole, payoff, bribe. Continue.
You didn't go to Palestine, did you? You bring fertilizer?
See his face? Just to give everyone a taste at home how well fucking traveled I am. He doesn't know.
No, you didn't go, dude. You
Really?
didn't go.
Okay.
Anyways, okay, first story about Hamas. Not touching that one. Second story was about.
Oh, that's it? Okay, got
well,
it.
Yeah.
We're not going to say what it was about, but
It was just about Hamas.
Let's talk about
It's
Hamas.
bad.
Yeah,
It was bad, and people are dying. The Jews
Yeah.
are like, no, but then they're like, no to the Jews,
Yeah.
and it's like, ooh.
Now, Jared said Jews twice. Now, how do we feel about that at home?
You can say Jews.
I think got to say Jewish people. But I want to say Jews. But now it feels
Jewish
a little...
people sounds worse, to be honest.
People of Judaism. Hindus doesn't sound bad. Christians doesn't sound bad at all.
Yeah, they're Jews.
Oh, but it's not like a...
What do you say, Jewishes?
Oh, yeah, yes. Would you say Jewishes?
No, you say Jews. They're Jews, dude.
Jewishes is...
Now this sounds like this. There's
Wait,
a whole It's
we
Always
gotta
Sunny episode
We
about
got to
this.
start saying Jewishes.
Okay, well, the Jewishes.
Yeah, that's way better.
It's way worse. Anyways.
It's way worse.
All right, so Hamas. And then the second story, it was like about a ferry or some shit that like
Okay.
capsized and like people are dying, and there's this footage we're gonna show you is really friggin' disturbing. There's people like help. And I'm like, all right, great. That's two really sad things. And then the third story was about a kid that was murdered outside of his high school over like a stolen vape or like stolen weed or something.
Great.
And I'm like, oh, cool, high school kid that got murdered. This next story is going to be good, dude. And then she's like, Thanksgiving's coming up and we all have something to be thankful for. And then she's like, but the prices of potatoes have risen 14%. And then the whole story was about how the potatoes have risen 14%. And I'm like, okay, great. That's sad. And then the next story is about how someone on a cruise ship went missing for a couple days and they think they're dead. And it's like, tell me something happy that happened. Tell me something about a dog that it saw a handicapped child, and tell me something about how that dog walked the child across the street.
But you know what's funny? What you're saying right now?
Saved it, you know?
What you're saying is even your expectation of good news is the low impact nature of good news and the high impact nature of bad news. You know, it's always like that weird cherry on top of like, yo, can you believe how many people that are different than you got murdered because of bad things that you know are bad? But guess what? Jonathan Severs of Milwaukee, Wisconsin baked the world's largest chocolate chip cookie today. And it's like, cool, even if that's good.
No, I don't want to know about that.
But I'm saying that's what it is. And what I think it is, I was doing a little Google search. It's because fear
Is not a factor for you.
is
and
linked.
you won the money.
Fear is entrenched in our survival. It's arguably the strongest emotion, and it's what they prey on. They use our fear to dictate our decisions.
So you think we're being controlled?
The thing that they present to you as being fearful of, whatever is on the other side of that as the solution economically, will go up in value and be more, will be seen as more viable, more like important. It's like, dude, if you like do that opposite funnel and you go up to the people that actually own it, it's like a comically small amount of people that have the decisions.
Oh yeah, it's like Disney. And
It's like Russ says, right? Like, you know somebody at Disney, you know somebody at Urban Radio, you know somebody at
who said it?
Russ,
The rapper?
the rapper Russ. They were like, how do you, because he doesn't have a record deal. They're like, how'd you get so successful without a record deal? And he's like, I realized that there's like 4 people that you need to know.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And those
Rick
4
Rubin.
No, higher. Like Urban Radio, like you got to look at like what Urban Radio, Disney, Spotify, and something else. You know these people that make decisions there. Those are the people, because listen, if anybody has ever done anything a little, you know the importance of middlemen and what a middleman is. And you know the importance of cutting out a middleman. So if you can cut out a middleman, you are like, what's the word? It starts with a Q. Exponential.
Don't you want the middleman so you can't? So the RICO Act, so you can't get caught with it.
Now listen. The necessity of intermediaries in the legal business cannot be understated. You want to put as much like walls between you and the feds as like you can. But I'm saying like that's not where it's like in terms of like you get a record deal. Those record companies don't own radio stations. They don't own. They are important people.
Right, yeah.
That they are. The record company is a middleman. I want to use conglomerate as a verb, but I know it's a noun. But I'm going to do it anyway.
Conglomeratize.
They conglomeratize everything together in a nice package that the people above them can distribute. And Russ was saying, like, if you can just skip that and you just know the 4 people, He's like, I make all my own shit. He's like, what I do is like, he has the product ready. He has a video. He has a song. He has, marketing for it. And he brings it to the person. And they're like, all right, cool.
Who's the person? I'll
The
do it
person at
right
Urban
now,
Radio,
dude.
the person at Live Nation, the person at Spotify, the person at Disney that like knows how to.
Well, let's get this podcast to Live Nation, dude.
Well,
and we can do
so
live
That's
episodes.
what I was saying before, because it's like there's like these sideways. Because, dude, it's all about who you know. It's all about who you know.
Who do you think has more connections, me or you?
Me. Yeah.
Help, like, that could help us with this.
Me.
Okay, well, you should start using them. Gotcha.
Nope, you didn't
You've
get me.
been got.
Let me get you back with because you just got me with
I
a
got you.
compliment, so I'm going to get you with
Yeah,
a
get
compliment
me
too.
with a compliment.
Who do you think has more follow through and wherewithal to actually, pursue connects? You.
Okay, tell me your connections then, and I'll do it.
I think I have a couple connections in music that I know if I really like shut the fuck up and like put together an album and showed them, I have enough clout, not a lot at all. Like it's not like I like know rappers and shit, but I'm saying I have enough small knowability with a couple people that will like I have instances that I could reference that they would remember me from other things with a lot of people. Like Jermaine Dupri. Like I have like a.
You hit up Jermaine Dupri? Can we get him
No,
on the
but
podcast?
I'm saying in a little thing, like if I met him, I could be like, you remember this? And he'd be like, yes. You know what I'm saying? Remember that? Like I was at Marley Marl's house for a video shoot. Like there's little, like, and it's not crazy. Like when you're in Hollywood, people like,
there he goes,
that's what I'm saying.
dude.
No, I'm saying it's nothing. It's like, I'm nothing in the way of connects compared to like other people, but like weird little things have happened. Like Method Man with the show, you know, like little, like I believe that if I was like, yo, what's up? Like, you want to listen to this? They would listen to it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And like through Clark, I mean, he has more connections than both of us.
And we did have him on the podcast.
Yeah.
My eye is so itchy.
Now, when you say your eye
I got
is
itchy eye. It's like the corner of my eye because I'm real sick as a dog right now. Okay, we'll be right back after he does this.
now, listen, I'll tell you something that
Tell
I've
me
learned
something,
about
dude.
myself lately, and I'm going to say it right now. I'm just going to say it. What do you think for you get the most utility out of emotionally? Now, when I say most, I mean positive.
What?
Like, what do you think that you can do, that you have control of, that you can get the most positive emotional utility out of? Like, let's say if you worked out every day, if you ate right, if you, went to bed at a certain time.
Okay. What would give me
What do you think is the most positive rate of return?
I think maybe I'm going to go with just, I don't know if this is actually the right answer, but I'm going to go with exercise just because that would put me in a routine and then there would be a domino effect where
So the routine.
it would be, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's like a bigger one. Yeah.
Although maybe not routine though. I don't know. What, do you got something in mind?
So, I play Overwatch. If anyone at home knows, Jared and I both play Overwatch. It's a very fun game. Overwatch 2, technically.
Oh, yeah, you can't even play
And you know what? Honestly, who makes Overwatch?
Blizzard.
Blizzard. It's a cash grab. I get it. But I believe that Blizzard with Overwatch 2 deserves a cash grab.
No, I don't think they do.
Bro, how long did we play Overwatch 1 for?
Yeah.
Without buying anything.
We bought the game.
Yeah, but I mean, you get like that much fun for like
You know what's
9
crazy?
years.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy?
Tell me it.
That's what games were. That's what games
Were.
they are.
But how can you desire a higher quality product if you don't want to pay for it? So
I did pay for it.
Okay, once. Okay, regardless of all of this.
What the fuck?
We play Overwatch. So what I do, like, I haven't been doing it lately, but I play that motherfucker like forever, all night. Like I'll play for like 7-8 hours if I get into like a
You don't even like. Even if I go, I'm going bing bong. I'm being a bad boom bing.
Yep.
I will still. I'll max 2 a.m. I'm sick of this.
So guess what, Jared?
You don't get sick of it.
That right there is why you need to give yourself more credit, bud.
Yeah, okay. I guess.
Okay.
Because no, it's just because I'm bored of the game.
Yeah, but no. That's not why. It's because you do so many things and you like balance and juggle so many things at once that like you can't justify wasting that amount of time on something that you're not going to get something out of.
And that leads us to our new segment.
Nope. It leads me back to what I was saying. So
we're not doing our
last
segment.
night, we're doing our segment. Last night,
Called.
Hey, what did you learn about yourself? And that's what we call a seamless. He gave a subtle hint and he said, say this. And I came right back in and said,
Yeah, great.
I realized I was playing Overwatch last night. Jazz was out. She was like at her friend's house. And I'm playing. It's 8 o'clock when I turn the game on. I'm starting. I'm like, let me play till 11. Let me play for 3 hours. And I've done this before. Like I give myself like hard outs, you know? Mm-hmm. So I set the alarm. The alarm starts going off. It's my last game. I finish. We won the game. I wanted to play another one. But I was like, no. The next morning, I realized that is what I get the most emotional utility out of is willpower. Is saying I'm going to do something and sticking to it.
Oh, yeah.
And I get so much utility out of that. Like I feel so much better about myself that I stuck to that. Like, you know?
Okay.
Discipline.
Okay. You know what? Okay. I don't know if this answers. Maybe we'll find my answer through this. But Joe and I have been doing a lot of reflecting because we like to grow and we know we have to grow. And, we're the type of people that we can't just go do our 9 to 5. We got to have something more. Mm-hmm. And I've been realizing what I do in life is my big thing is I say, oh, if this thing happens, then everything will be fine. And then so I just put the blinders on and I forget about like everything else around me. And I just wait and focus on just one thing because I think, oh, if that one thing is done, then everything will be fine. And
so you don't do one thing at a time in relation to the next thing. You're not like, I have to do this first in order to get to the next step. You have like a be all end all. Like I just have to do this thing. Or you're like, if I do this thing, it will lead me naturally to the next step.
Right. But it's just like ignoring everything else that's happening around me. It's like this one thing will lead to happiness.
Got it.
And then it's like, obviously it doesn't.
Can you give me an example of one of the things you would say leads to happiness?
Yeah, I can. So actually, I think this all started when I went back to college.
Oh yeah, you went back.
I went back and I just said, okay.
How long were you not in college?
I was.
When you were working as a bartender. Oh.
Yeah.
Dude, I was a heroin addict and he had 2 college degrees and we had the same job.
Technically 3. No. At the time I only had 2. But yeah, so I think it started with college. I was like, okay, just put your head down, do the work. Yep. You graduate with this degree, then everything's going to be fine. You don't even have to worry about anything ever again. And then it was like, oh, okay, you graduated. You didn't get the job. Once you get this job, dude, everything in life is just going to fall into place. So all you just have to focus on is getting the job.
I won't talk about specifics, but actually that's funny you said that because like, I remember he got a job and then before he even was, I'm not going to say where he works, but before he was even thought it was a possibility, I remember you named a company and you were like, I'd like to work for them.
The one I work for?
Yeah. You were like,
I don't remember that.
Dude, because you said they had good benefits and like, it was like, they're like the reviews or whatever from like workers there was like, it's like the best, like,
oh, I don't
remember you saying this company and being like, and because we knew that it was a really good company for what they sell too. Like it was like a really good company for that. They had the best customer service.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I remember him naming this company that's like the place he wants to work.
But anyway, so then it's like, okay, when I got the job.
Then he got the job is what I'm saying. He actually got this.
Well, so then I got it as an intern, but it was like, oh, once you get the actual job, then everything will be better. And then you get the actual job and then you're like, okay, well, actually, once I get the promotion, everything in my life will be fine because I'll be better. And it's like, wait a second. That's like not the only thing.
How much time has it been?
Exactly. It's like, wait, what just happened? You just missed all this stuff that just happened around you because you're only focused on like this one thing.
Yeah, because you like write these like scripts for your life, and you're like, but you don't take into account life.
Yes. And I feel like recently I've been like, oh, what's that? Is that a tree? Oh, is that my friend? And I feel like I've just been enjoying hanging out with my friends, just enjoying life more.
I'll tell you this: Jared got me a gift for one of the podcasts. He got me the book, the Shadow Journal.
Dude, that's even another thing. I'll be like, okay, you just fill out this book, and then you're gonna feel totally better. Everything's gonna be completely fine.
Well, I was saying that we've talked about it for our whole lives. Our love languages is giving. Mine is giving gifts. Okay,
Mine's not.
Jared is like the only person that, and I gotta say, shout out Dave. Dave gave me a gift, but like, it's not like I'm not like materialistic. I'm like gesturistic. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And I feel like you've been giving me more things in the past months.
Well, you know why? Because I've been more aware
That's
of
what I'm
like
saying.
stuff around
That's
me.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm like almost, well, no, I can't even say that, but like I understand what you're saying. Like living in the moment is like important because it's like it's not having forethought and not having actual like planning and stuff, but it's more like there's more. It's like comprehension when you're reading. You can comprehend more if you stay in the moment. You can suck more out of a shorter amount of time. And I think it's almost more efficient to stay in the moment.
And I got to tell you what this podcast really does. I go, okay, if you just, I just think about the future so much that you forget about the present.
But I think it's the same thing because one year is not made up of a gap day in the middle. Like if you had 182 days and 183 days, you wouldn't tell me that's a year. Like if there's a separation in the middle. It's like even a gigantic thing. If you miss a day, it's like it's a summation of the smaller parts. And like with this podcast is like kind of the same thing. Like it's consistency.
Wait, so what was your original question? What do I get the most utility
out of? Yeah.
I think just.
What do you get the most emotional utility out of?
It's just like taking a second. Just taking a second.
And when I say emotional utility, I without getting into specifics, just like what you believe it is. Do you believe it's more important than like physical utility or like logistical utility?
Yes.
Me too. Me too. That's what I'm realizing.
Taking a second?
Like feeling better is better than doing better.
Correct. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, because it's like, if I do better, I'll feel better, but it's the other way around.
Because it's like oh my God, I just got.
But then also I'm like,
wait a minute. I just got one in my head.
Uh-oh.
It's like you like work to like do better, but to do better is on a scale that you didn't make.
Say that
and
again?
to feel better is to do better on your own scale. Like this like civilized scale of success is what we were taught because it's impossible to not be taught something.
Oh, dude,
you know what I'm saying?
Want me to get that's
and then it's like to
deep
feel
right
better
now.
Is if your brain was a city, to be happy would be to be a billionaire. Because positive emotions are the currency of your brain.
Good job. We just figured it
Bro,
out.
positive emotions are your brain's currency. Like if you're instead of trying to make money, try to make positive feelings.
Okay.
But then what am I going to be broke?
Yeah,
What am I going to be, a bitch?
Yeah, but then that thought I'm like, yeah, but come on, you got to do something though.
But then you know what it is? I always want to I want to make like when you're on someone and you got like, like if you grab on a hoodie where the hood starts and if you just pretend like you're punching to the ground.
Okay.
And then you look, but then you go to church and it's like, but then that's a lie too. And it's like, what are you gonna? But then you give money to the homeless, but it's like they're just gonna buy drugs. But it's like, but then the drugs are actual medicine, but then medicine is from the devil, and it's like tough, dude.
It is tough. There's always two sides to that coin, dude.
But what I'm saying
And
is,
that coin,
like
the currency's positivity.
is like there's no way around. There's a way around being broke. Like there's ways around it. There's no way around being unhappy. And it's like you can't afford. Holy shit. You can't afford
Holy shit.
to waste opportunities to make your brain money, bro. Like you gotta make that brain money, which is happiness, bro.
Which is happiness, my guy.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
that's wow.
And for yours, it's like living in the moment. Like yours is, and mine is discipline. Because you know what it is? Because the one thing that gives you happiness, I feel like a good brain is happy in general. And the one thing that gives you happiness is the thing that fills.
Don't even get me started on that documentary Happiness, dude.
Wait, the thing that gives you happiness is the thing that fills the deficit you already have.
The thing that gives you happiness is things that fills the
Deficit you already have.
You already have.
Like the true thing, because I feel like everybody knows the true thing they really have to do to like make their life better.
I think we need to see therapists.
Agreed.
That's
Have you ever seen a therapist?
No. Well,
Really?
No, I haven't, and I haven't seen a therapist because I don't want to admit anything that
Well, no,
I've ever done.
Jared grew up on a farm and he doesn't even talk about that.
No, huh? What?
He doesn't talk about Kentucky. I don't talk about Kentucky.
Oh, that's the thing that I
Yeah.
don't want to admit to the
It's like, you know how you guys met me when I was like 13?
Yep.
Well, you know, and like I never
That was
existed
like
before
what
that.
happened before then, yeah.
Like, and you're like, oh, I hang out with Kevin. But like, if you narrow it down, that's only like 5 people I have to pay off. You have no idea where I was before that.
No.
Hey, what's that? What? Yo, you think I'm not from here?
That's what I would say to them.
I'm going to see a therapist,
You should.
and that's going to be my thing.
So what would happen is like you would say, I haven't seen a therapist, and then you would talk about it a little bit, and then you would go, have you seen a therapist?
Did
I guess you're just
already ask that?
No, I guess you're just assuming that I've seen a therapist, which is fucked up.
You have seen a therapist.
Yeah, but they haven't seen me, dude. You understand?
Oh, shit. I feel like we need episodes like this sometimes.
This is
These
a good
episodes
episode.
are for you and I.
Yeah,
This one's
they
for
are.
you and I, dude.
Because we've done so many that like we deserve ones for you
This
and me.
this one was for you and I, dude. But I'd like to end on a little sillier.
I have something silly too, and I would
Well,
also
we're right there for time.
I have something that's going to take 3 minutes,
Go.
but I also have to pee.
All right. Yeah, we're back. Here we go. And we're gonna end funny on
So
funnier
listen,
things. Here we
yeah,
go. Quick.
So we're gonna end on a little funny thing. We gotta do it.
You
quick.
say a funny thing. I say a funny thing.
Nope.
Because I gotta edit this.
It's fine that you have to edit it. Okay.
Takes long.
Yeah, but you can't do that because all right.
Here we go. Funny thing.
I need 3 minutes.
Get 3 minutes. Go.
It's clip ready. Okay. So this is just like a classic segment, and this is quotes from famous people that have a birthday today because today is November 17th that we're recording this.
Oh, and that's what the other one. It was Martin Short's and the other guy's birthday.
Yes.
Oh, I like it.
Yes,
we need a
yes.
catchier title for this.
Thank you. Yeah, I can't
We'll come up with something maybe,
Yeah.
and then it'll be right here.
I can't think
Here
of
we
it.
go.
You know what's funny? I actually came up with them, but I can't find them.
So who said what?
So last time it was Martin Freeman and Richard the Lionhearted.
Yes.
So this time it is Danny DeVito.
Mm-hmm.
Danny DeVito, famous actor, born November 17, 1944.
Mm-hmm.
What? Wow, really?
1944.
The war, dude.
That's what I was thinking. The
Dude,
war.
it
What
was
the
because of the
hell?
war, bro.
Because of him.
And then Emperor Flavius Vespasian. He ruled from 69 to 79 AD.
That was like the ye old version of Flavor Flav.
Yeah, it was Flavius Vespasian. And he had a sundial around his neck. Okay, so I'm going to read some quotes. And I think it'd be fun to see if you could tell me.
If you could tell who said what.
Yeah, so we
Danny
got
DeVito or Flavius Flavius.
Flavius Vespasian.
That's Flavius the Spacian?
Flavius Vespasian.
Okay. Fake name. Go.
Maybe Vespasian, but who knows? First one. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is not as funny as I think it is.
It's not. You get 3
All right,
minutes.
first quote. Either Danny DeVito or Emperor Flavius Vespasian. I love women. I mean, I'm married, but I used to get in all kinds of trouble.
Danny DeVito.
That was Danny DeVito.
Yes.
Okay, the next. Quell rebellion before it spreads.
Flavius Flavius. What's his name?
Flavius Vespasian.
Flavius Vespasian.
That was very good.
Yes.
Okay, we'll do another one. The body of a dead enemy always smells sweet.
Flavius the Space Machine.
Pretty good. Okay.
I'm gonna get this 100%.
Okay. Of course, I've got lawyers. They're like nuclear weapons. I've got them because everyone else has. But as soon as you use them, they screw everything up.
Danny DeVito, and is this one website giving you both of these quotes?
It's not really on here.
Oh,
It's multiple websites. Probably
Okay,
too many
well,
websites for
did
you
a
to
lot of
even
work for
understand.
this.
Thank you. Next, we'll do. Okay. It becomes an emperor to die standing.
And Flavius and Avius.
That's pretty good. Pretty good. We'll do one more. Now this is the tough one. This is you're not. This is because the last time I had a curveball.
You had a
for the
curve,
last
and I
one.
lost at the curve.
He did. Okay, but I don't think he's gonna get this one. I've been to the Leaning Tower of Pisa. It's a tower and it's leaning. You look at it, but nothing happens. So then you go look for some place to get a sandwich.
Danny DeVito.
That was Danny DeVito.
Yes, dude.
All right, he's 1 for 1.
All right, I just got two things I want to say.
Yes.
This is a random thought. Have you ever had a headache that feels good?
Yes.
The other day I had a headache and I was like, this feels really good. But then I'm like, what is that? What's a headache that feels good? Is that supposed to happen? Or does everyone have a headache that feels good?
I have multiple times, several times in my life, had like over 30, had a headache that feels good.
And you think, wow, that feels really good.
But it doesn't. It feels good in relation to what it was.
No, I mean a headache and like, oh, I would like to have this headache all the time.
Well, then it's not a headache.
It was a headache.
Then
it felt good.
Look up a headache, dude, and tell me if it feels good.
It was a head feel good.
It might say doesn't feel good. When I used to get migraines, like insane migraines, I would go blind and all that shit. I would pass out from the pain, and then I'd wake up.
Did I say it was a migraine? No, I said it was
But
a
I'm
headache.
saying
that
I
felt
would
good.
wake up with just a headache. And
That's not what I mean.
But also, every time I get a headache, to be honest, I'm like grateful that it's not a migraine because my migraines don't start with headaches.
No, I got a headache and I was like, this feels like a nice massage.
Like over here?
Yeah. I was like, this feels kind of good.
What are you talking about?
I don't know, but it felt good. All right. And then
Wait a minute. Wait, no. So what did it feel like
it felt like I was being massaged.
on your head?
Yeah, it felt good.
Just randomly? Did you eat or drink or something?
I mean, yeah. No, I was like raking leaves and I got a headache and I was like, this feels like pretty good.
Dude, that's like how The Godfather died. Like that's how people die.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about, dude?
Okay, you just went through a House episode and that's the worst thing I've ever heard. That is the worst.
And I was thinking, wait, are you supposed to have headaches that feel good? Like, what does this mean? Is something happening to me right now?
So wrong with you. Something is like that's like a brain thing. Dude.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Something's not going on. Something's
That's
wrong
like
over
your
there.
brain. Something is misfiring or like going the wrong way. Oh my god! It's like one part of your brain is sending the wrong neurons, or the wrong part of your brain. You're about to like taste stuff that you shouldn't taste. You're
That
gonna
brings me to my next. No, I'm just joking.
God, he has synesthesia, dude.
And then my next thing is, you know how you've seen Avatar: The Last Airbender, right?
Of course, dude.
You know how they can blood bend.
I'm like, what? Oh, like the water
Yeah.
benders can bend blood?
Yeah, that means that they can also bend cum.
Yeah, but that means they
So
can
there's
also.
cum benders.
How long did it take you to do this segment?
I saw that on Facebook.
I don't want to play. Oh, I don't want to play video games. I don't think it's a waste. I think it's a comparative waste of time. If you had to compare the time that you came to from beginning to end, you were like cum benders. I can't wait to show him the cum benders.
I thought that was really funny. That means in that universe, there's blood benders and there's also cum.
There's not even blood benders. There's
What
just
are you talking
water
about?
benders.
No, that's not true. That's not true.
Then that means they're also
Because-
are there metal benders? Are there metal
yeah,
benders?
there are metal benders.
Okay, then they're a combo.
But not everybody can. Not all water benders can blood bend, and not all earth benders can.
No,
metal,
that just
bend
means
metal.
some water benders are better than other water benders. Yes. I have not seen this fucking show.
Well, you're an idiot, dude.
And I guarantee I am so correct about this.
What are you talking about? Not all of them have the ability
The
to
blood
do it.
benders are water benders or metal benders or maybe a
No,
combo.
blood
of-
benders are water benders,
what
and they
I'm
can
saying.
only blood bend on a full moon.
Then what are the metal? There's metal benders. Then what are the metal? Are those
Those
earth
are
benders?
earth benders.
So then earth benders can bend blood too.
Well, they didn't
Iron.
say that. Is there enough iron in the blood?
Yes.
Though? Well, they didn't get into that, dude. And could they? Is there enough iron in cum where they could bend cum as well?
What is stuff? It's only 3 things, but then also metal is a thing, right?
Metal.
So liquid's not a thing, but water is one of them. Metal and water.
What are you talking about, dude?
I'm talking about classifications, my guy. Like if
Classifications of what?
If we're talking about
Avatar?
if we're talking about gas, solid, liquid, maybe plasma is kingdom. What about phylis, class, order, genus, species of that,
yeah,
my
you're
dude?
talking about.
Oh my God. You know what's crazy? We don't have any of them, but if there was like a really good scientist follower watcher we had, he'd be like, you don't even know what you're talking about.
Okay, well, I thought that was funny, dude.
No, I liked it. I'm still
You
going
didn't-
on it, but I'm not going to
Whatever,
stop because
dude.
he's done.
I'm done. I've been done.
Basically, the cum benders.
It's funny, dude.
Okay,
It's
so
really funny.
Fine. You know what? Can we get 1 more minute on it?
You splooge on the girl and she goes, she makes it into something funny.
That's the part you were thinking about.
Yeah. Or she
So you-
sucks it right out of you.
That would be
funny, dude.
so pain. Oh my God. Wait, because how do you get the. Wait a minute.
Where does
Wait a minute. Do your balls have a hole in them?
What?
Your balls have a hole in them.
My sack?
Yeah. How else would they get the cum
Talking about
out?
my penis?
No, like there has to be a tube that goes into the balls to get the cum. Oh my God, is that the vas deferens?
Bro, you were looking into this too deep.
That's the vas deferens, dude. I would rather be, I think, more like a sailor type.
What the fuck?
Instead of a cum.
Well, never mind on that one.
No, I liked it. I want to keep going.
No, dude, it's too long.
Yeah, but I just think it's weird that they would bend the cum after they came.
I would just
want the cum to still be in them, and so I could bend it.
Maybe that would feel good.
No, you're right. My bad, dude. My bad. There
Whatever,
was
dude.
an
Tell me more about
attraction.
your drugs.
Oh my God, dude. This guy didn't get any traction on the cum joke. He's
I
furious.
know. I thought that would really
He had
land.
backup cum propaganda.
Whatever. All right.
This is a good episode, though.
This
Yeah,
was
it
a
was
good
for
episode. That's for me. This one's for you.
us. Wait. Oh, sick. This one's for me.
This
Andy.
one's for you and for you. And then maybe next week we'll also have another one that's just for us. Who knows?
can't wait,
Because
dude.
we fly by the seat of our
Glaciers.
Yep. All right. And until next time,
Clam Cakes.